Last year alone, BYD produced 1,777,965 electric vehicles. Tesla produced 1,773,443. BYD won by just 4,522 units. But here's what they're not telling us. BYD launched 38 new car models in the year leading up to October 2025. Tesla launched 3. That's not competition, that's domination. And the US government just slapped a 100% tariff on Chinese EVs to make sure we never get to buy them. They're calling it protection, but protection from what? Better technology? Lower prices? Or the truth that American automakers can't compete? Let's start with something that should terrify every American automaker: development speed. Chinese EV companies develop a new car in 20 months. American legacy automakers, 40 months. That's not a typo. Chinese companies are building complete vehicles from concept to production in half the time it takes us to finish the design phase. Between November 2024 and October 2025, Chinese car brands released 91 of the 180 new cars globally. That includes EVs, gasoline vehicles, everything. Meanwhile, Volkswagen Group, one of the biggest automakers on Earth, introduced 50 new electric models in that same period. Sounds impressive until you realize 30 of those were plug-in hybrids, not pure EVs. BYD alone got approval for 38 new car models. Tesla got 3. This isn't just about speed, it's about what that speed reveals. China controls 70% of global EV production. They control rare earth materials. They control battery production. We're not competing in their market, we're renting space in it. Now let's talk about the part that really scares Washington: price. BYD sells the Seagull for $10,000 in China. In the US, the average EV costs over $50,000. That's not a 50% markup, that's a 500% markup. And they're telling us American EVs are premium. Even Tesla can't compete on price anymore. The Model 3 sells for $38,050 in China. In the US, $49,130 for the same vehicle. Tesla, the company everyone claims is revolutionizing EVs, charges us $11,000 more for the exact same car. But wait, it gets worse. BYD reported $107 billion in revenue for 2024, a 29% jump from 2023. Tesla's revenue? $97.7 billion. BYD is not just beating Tesla on price, they're beating Tesla on total sales, total revenue, and production volume. And we can't buy a single one in the United States. Now, defenders of American automakers will say, sure, Chinese EVs are cheap, but are they quality? Here's what Consumer Reports found. As far as build quality perspective goes, I've never noticed anything abnormal or different based on where a vehicle is assembled. I wouldn't be able to tell you without looking it up or checking the sticker. That's Alex Nizkek, Associate Director for Auto Test Development at Consumer Reports. He's saying Chinese-made vehicles match European, Japanese, and North American quality. But let's look at the actual data. J.D. Power's 2025 China Initial Quality Study found that new energy vehicles in China averaged 226 problems per 100 vehicles. That sounds bad until you realize traditional gasoline engine vehicles scored 229 problems per 100 vehicles, and that number has been climbing for 2 straight years. Motor Trend tested the BYD Seagull, Neo ET5, and Xiaomi Suyu Max against the Tesla Model 3 in China. Their conclusion? These Chinese EVs have impressive first efforts, with features and technology that match or exceed Western competitors. BYD's Blade battery technology uses lithium iron phosphate cells that are virtually fireproof with a projected lifespan of over 1 million miles. When's the last time you heard about a Tesla battery lasting 1 million miles? And here's something they definitely don't want us knowing. BYD spent $7.3 billion in research and development in 2024. Tesla spent $4.5 billion. BYD is outspending Tesla on R&D by 62%. They're not just building cheaper cars, they're investing more in making them better. So if Chinese EVs are faster to produce, cheaper to buy, and comparable in quality, why can't we buy them? One word: tariffs. The US imposed a 100% tariff on Chinese EVs in May 2024. That means if BYD wanted to sell us a $20,000 EV, we'd have to pay $40,000, making it the same price as cars that cost twice as much to manufacture. They're not protecting us from bad products, they're protecting a dying industry from better competition. Canada followed with a 100% tariff in August 2024. The European Union imposed tariffs ranging from 17% for BYD to 35.3% for SAIC. And starting in 2027, the US will ban the sale of any vehicle with Chinese-made connected vehicle hardware or software on alleged national security grounds. Let that sink in. They're banning Chinese software in cars while we use Chinese semiconductors in our phones, laptops, and military equipment. When BYD tried to build a factory in Mexico to avoid US tariffs, both the US and Chinese governments blocked it. Trump called it a national security threat. China said the factory was too close to the US border and worried about IP theft. Both superpowers agreed on one thing: we're not allowed to have cheap, quality EVs. In July 2025, BYD indefinitely shelved its Mexico plant project. Executive Vice President Stella Lee cited geopolitical issues significantly impacting the automotive industry. Translation: the trade war killed our chance at affordable EVs. While America builds tariff walls, the rest of the world is buying Chinese EVs. BYD's EU sales surged 272% in September 2025, while Tesla's fell 10.5%. BYD sold 1.61 million pure EVs globally from January to September 2025. Tesla's lead? Gone. In China's domestic market, BYD holds 32% of new energy vehicle sales, Tesla 6.1%. Chinese automakers are expected to hold over 30% of the European EV market by 2026, up from just 8% in 2023. That's a 375% increase in market share in 3 years. BYD's international sales grew 160% year-over-year in Q3 2025. They now operate in over 70 countries. Meanwhile, Tesla's annual deliveries declined for the first time in 2024 by 1.1%. The global market is choosing Chinese EVs. Only American consumers are locked out. Here's what keeps me up at night. While we're building tariff walls, they're building battery swap stations. NIO, another Chinese EV maker, has developed a battery swap system that replaces your entire battery in under 5 minutes. No charging wait, no range anxiety, just drive in, swap the battery, drive out. American response? Nothing. We're still arguing about charging station locations. BYD recently announced a battery that charges for 400 kilometers of range in just 5 minutes. That's 250 miles in 5 minutes. Tesla's supercharger? 200 miles in 15 minutes. And they're calling that revolutionary. Chinese automakers are solving problems we haven't even admitted exist yet, and we're locked out from learning from them, buying from them, or competing with them on equal terms. Here's what we know for certain. Chinese automakers produce vehicles in 20 months versus our 40 months. They launch 38 models while we launch 3. They sell EVs for $10,000 while we charge $50,000. They're outspending us on R&D by billions. Their quality is reaching parity with traditional automakers, and they're dominating every market they're allowed to compete in. The US response? 100% tariffs, software bans, factory blockades. They're not protecting us from inferior products, they're protecting a dying industry from better competition. By 2026, Chinese EVs will hold 30% of Europe's market. They already hold 70% of global EV production. They control the batteries, the materials, the supply chain. We've been locked out of the future of transportation by our own government. So here's the question nobody in Washington wants us asking. If Chinese EVs are so bad, why do they need 100% tariffs to stop us from buying them? Drop your thoughts in the comments.